Let's get started on our stomachs. So, when you are ready, come onto your belly, and if you would like, you don't have to do this, but you can fold your arms like this in front of you, and then just place your forehead on your arms, and that way your neck is neutral. But if you have another position that feels more comfortable, that's also okay. Let your heels splay out to the side. Let your eyes fall heavy or closed. And let your jaw soften. And just start to scan your body here, noticing how you're feeling today. Through your joints, your muscles. If it feels good, you can rock your forehead side to side just a few times, loosening through the back of your neck. And bring your head back to stillness. Now start to bring a little bit more focus and awareness to your breath now, taking longer inhales through the nose and out through the mouth. Just allowing your body to fully relax onto the mat. Deep breath in and let it out. Bend your knees and start to swish your feet side to side now, loosening through the lower back. And bring your legs back to stillness, and then gently draw the tops of your feet back to the mat. Now, slide your hands back underneath the heads of your shoulders, gently pressing into your palms. Spread your fingers and hug your elbows in towards your rib cage. And then start to press down into the tops of the feet. Keeping the back of the neck long, inhale, slowly lift your chest away from the mat for just a little baby cobra, super gentle here. You can gaze over your right shoulder and over your left shoulder. Inhale, come back to center, and maybe you come up just a little bit higher in your baby cobra. Exhale, slowly draw your chin down onto the mat, then turn to one cheek. Take your arms alongside your torso, palms face the ceiling. One more time, bend your knees and swish your feet side to side. Now draw your feet back down to the mat, bring your chin back to center, and slide your palms back underneath your shoulders. Now, keeping your hands in line with your shoulders, take your hands outside of your mat onto the carpet. Then tent through your palms and flare your elbows out towards the side wall. Press into the tops of your feet again. Inhale, come back into that little baby cobra, using the strength of your lower back to come away from the floor. This time on your exhale, bring your right shoulder down and gaze off to the left. Keep your head hovered up off the mat here. Inhale, come up through center again, realigning the spine. Exhale, left shoulder down, gaze off to the right. Let's do this a couple more times. So inhale, lift up through the chest. Exhale, right shoulder down. Inhale, lift up through center. Exhale, left shoulder down. One more time. Inhale, center. Exhale, right shoulder down. Inhale, center. Exhale, left shoulder down. Inhale, lift up through center, and this time if you like, maybe you extend the arms just a little bit further than you did before, keeping the back of the neck long. Breathe in. Exhale, slowly release yourself back to the mat. Bring your chin to the mat and then bring your arms fully out into a T shape. Palms are still pressing to the floor. Bend your left knee and gently roll over to your right side. Now, if you want to, you can take your left hand just closer in to stabilize your body. You can take your left hand to your lower back. Or if you'd like to add a quad stretch here, kick your left foot towards your booty, grab for your ankle, and then kick your foot and your knee away from you. If you have a bind, gently release it, and on an inhale, slowly roll back to your belly. Take your left arm back out to a T. And then this time we'll bend the right knee and roll over onto the left side. Left arm stays out to a T, palm presses to the mat. And then if you found a quad stretch on the opposite side, you can go ahead and grab for your right ankle. Release and inhale, gently roll back to your belly. Bring your chin back to the mat. And now place a 90-degree bend in your elbows. So your palms will still be on the carpet, but your arms are kind of in this cactus shape. Bring your forehead down onto the mat so the back of the neck is neutral, and then press down into the tops of the feet. As you inhale, peel your arms away from the floor and squeeze your shoulder blades in towards one another, stretching through the back of the neck and shoulders. And then as you exhale, slowly bring your cactus arms back to the floor. Inhale, lift your arms away from the floor, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Exhale, release your arms back to the mat. One more time, inhale, peel the arms up, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Exhale, release. Now press yourself up into a Sphinx pose. This time, stacking your shoulders right over your elbows, forearms parallel. Spread your fingers and lengthen through the back of the neck. If you'd like, you can start to rock your head side to side. Just finding some movement here that feels good for your neck. And bring your head back to stillness. Now, keeping your palms exactly where they are, press into your right palm and see if you can straighten out your right elbow. And then as you straighten out your right elbow, gaze over the right shoulder. Breathe in. Exhale, slowly draw the right elbow back down to the mat. Now press into the left palm and straighten the left elbow. Gaze over the left shoulder. Breathe in. And out as you release your left elbow back to the mat. One more time, inhale, press into the right palm, lift the right elbow, and gaze over the shoulder. Exhale, release. Press into the left palm, gaze over the left shoulder, inhale. Exhale, release. One more breath here. Exhale, draw your chin down to the mat as you slide your palms underneath your shoulders. This time, press yourself all the way up through a tabletop pose. And we're just going to come right to child's pose for a few breaths. So widen your knees. Bring your big toes together, shift your hips back towards your heels. You can take any arm variation here, so arms can reach out in front of you. Arms can come alongside your torso, palms face the ceiling, or anything in between. But let your belly nestle between your thighs. Close your eyes. And breathe. If your arms are reached out in front of you, maybe you press into your palms and rock your forehead side to side, drawing one armpit closer to the mat, and then the other. Come back to stillness. Stretch your fingertips towards the top of your mat and tend through the palms. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, walk your hands over to the right side of your mat. Place the left hand on top. Keep your hips settled back towards your heels. Inhale, walk your hands through the center of your mat, and now exhale, walk your hands over to the left, placing the right hand on top. Walk your hands back to center on an inhale. And now as you exhale, just slide your elbows underneath your shoulders again, almost coming to a Sphinx pose in your child's pose, if that makes sense. If you need to come up or forward a little bit more, that's fine. But we're gonna shift some weight over to the left and kick your right leg out towards the side wall. Flex your foot. Face your toes towards me. And just pause here. If you're able to, maybe as you relax into this pose, you can slide your right foot a little closer to the right side of the room and really get into the inner thigh, the groin area. Option to try and flex your toes up at the ceiling. See how that feels. Take one more breath where you are. As you exhale, start to rebend into your right knee and tuck your right foot back underneath you. Resettling your half Sphinx, half child's pose, and then shift your weight over to the right and extend your left foot out towards the side wall. And again, come up as much as you need to, but once you find that alignment with your leg kicked out, see if you can soften your hips back a little more. Maybe send your left foot a little closer to the side wall. And then if you did on the right, you can try turning your toes up towards the ceiling. See how that changes where you feel the stretch. One more breath here. And then as you exhale, slide your left foot back underneath you. And then press yourself up to sit on your heels if you can. If you need to, you can sit on a block if you have one, or scooch something underneath your tush. But place your hands on your lap. Maybe bring your legs a little closer together if that feels more comfortable. And start to roll your shoulders up and back. Nice big circles. Bring your shoulders down and away from your ears, and now find a few head and neck circles. Switch directions when you're ready. And then bring your head back up to center. I'm just going to turn to face you so that you can see what I'm doing a little bit better. Take your right hand just off to the side, and then your left hand comes to the top of your knee. Shift your weight over to the right, and then peel your left knee away from the mat a little bit or a lot. It doesn't have to be that high, but we're pressing into the top of the foot to stretch through the front of the ankle. Come back to center, take your left hand off to the side, right hand to the top of the knee, shift your weight over to the left, and then peel your right knee away from the mat, just as much as you can, with the top of the foot pressing into the mat. Perfect. Bring your knee back down, and then come to stand all the way up on your knees. Scooch back a little so you have some space in front of you. And then bring your knees hip-width distance apart. Bring your shins parallel to one another. Toes point straight back. So some of you might need a little help balancing here. If you need blocks under the hands, that might be helpful. But you can also try without it and just see how you do. So take your time with this transition. We're going to shift a little weight over to the left knee, and then keeping the top or the pedicure side of the right foot connected with the mat, we're just going to send the right toes underneath the hip. So you're bringing your right knee forward and just using the top of the foot to balance. Really press down into the left leg to help you balance. Now, when you're ready, look forward. That will help you. You're going to flip your foot, see if you can hover it for just a moment, and then step forward into a lunge. And then adjust if you need to. Maybe wider or something. And then place your hands where they feel comfortable, maybe your thigh, your hips, your lower back, whatever. We're just going to pulse forwards and back a few times. And I'm going to put something under my knee. Needs a little padding. Perfect. So pause with your knee stacked over your ankle. And then inhale, reach your arms up overhead, low crescent pose. Exhale, baby back bend, cactus your elbows, lift your gaze, lift your chest. Squeeze your shoulder blades together, just like we did when we were on our belly. Inhale, reach your arms back up overhead, low crescent pose. Exhale, take your hands down to the inside of your right foot. Wiggle your right foot off to the side a bit, maybe forward a bit more. And then walk your hands forward and settle into lizard pose. You can stay on your hands or come to your forearms or place some blocks underneath the hands. Maybe find a little movement. If you lower, just come up to your palms and stack your shoulders over your wrists, gaze forward. And then just press down into the top of your left foot until your left knee comes an inch or two away from the mat. So everything else stays the same. We're just engaging the glute, the quad, the hamstring. Now inhale, bring the knee back down slowly. And then exhale, do it again. Press into the top of the foot, lift the knee. Inhale, bring the knee back down. And exhale, press and lift. Perfect. Bring the knee back down. Now, kick your left foot towards your booty and then off to the right. So your shin is about perpendicular to the mat. Now, if your hips are tight like mine are feeling right now, you might want a block underneath your right hand. Right hand comes to the inside of your right foot if it's not there already. But inhale, reach your left arm nice and high. Or left arm. Did I say right? I've been drinking a lot of cold medicine, you guys. Check out your right knee and make sure it's still stacked over your ankle. If not, adjust. You can always come up higher, that will help. And then look back up at your left hand and take a few wrist circles. Perfect. Now a few big arm circles, keeping everything else still. At your own pace. Couple in each direction. Now inhale, reach your left arm back up towards the ceiling. Exhale, take your left hand back to the mat where you started. Take your left foot back to where it was. And then press into your hands to take the right knee back to meet the left. Find child's pose. Widen your knees, bring your big toes together. Send your hips back towards your heels. Rest your forehead on something. Close your eyes. Take a couple deep breaths. In through the nose. Out through the mouth. One more breath here. On your exhale, walk your hands back towards you. Take a seat on your heels for a moment. And then come to stand on your knees again. We'll prepare for the other side. So again, make sure your knees are underneath your hips. Shins are parallel, toes point straight back. Use your blocks if you need to. Take your time. We'll shift weight over to the right knee. And then slide the pedicure side of the left foot underneath the hip. So left knee comes forward, top of the foot is used for balance. Really press down into your right knee, flip your foot, step it forward. And then adjust if you need to. And we'll just find a few little pulses back and forth. Find stillness. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead, low crescent pose. Exhale, baby back bend, cactus the elbows, lift the gaze. Inhale, bring it back up. Exhale, hands to the inside of the left foot. Wiggle your left foot off to the left side of your mat, maybe forward a bit more, and settle into your lizard pose. If you lowered, come back to your palms, stacking your shoulders over your wrists. And again, we'll keep everything else still, but gently press into the top of your back foot to lift the back knee just an inch or two away from the mat. Now inhale, slowly lower it down. Exhale, press and lift. Inhale, bring it down. Exhale, press and lift. Perfect. Draw your knee back to the mat, and now we'll kick the right foot towards the body and off to the left. You might want to grab your block again and place it right on the inside of the left foot. And then inhale, reach the right arm high. Bring your foot that way, back foot, other way. More, more. There you go. You got it. You got it. Look up at your hand, take your wrist circles. Feels better, right? Yes. Yeah, and then just a few big arm circles in each direction. Just as big as you can make them. Inhale, reach the right arm up nice and tall. Exhale, take the right hand back down and then the right foot back to center. Press into your palms to bring the left knee back to meet the right. Come to tabletop pose, so knees right under the hips, shoulders right over the wrists, fingers spread wide. Give your hips a little wiggle side to side. Inhale, cow pose, drop your belly, lift your gaze, draw your chest towards the front of the room. And then exhale, cat pose, tuck your chin and push into your hands on your tops of your feet. Inhale, cow pose, again, drop the belly, lift the gaze. And exhale, cat pose. This time, inhale to cow and tuck your toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Start to pedal your heels, your knees. Wiggle around, shake your head. Perfect, and then find stillness. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, look between your hands. Exhale, walk or step up to the top of your mat and take your feet nice and wide, wider than the hips. Soften your knees and let your head drop. Grab opposite elbows. Sway. Release your fingertips to the mat. Now you can take your right hand underneath your face on the floor. You can also grab a block and place that underneath your face. Use that for a little bit more leverage. But either way, right hand under the face. Bend the right knee. And then inhale, reach the left arm high. Try to stack your shoulders. So bend your right knee as much as you need to really open up through your chest. Lengthen through the back of the neck. And then option to take the left hand to the lower back. Breathe in. Exhale, release. We'll switch it out. So left hand either to the floor or to your block. We'll bend the left knee this time. And inhale, reach the right arm high. Gaze up. And then maybe take your right hand to your lower back. One more inhale here. Exhale, release, and fold heavy for just a moment. Place your block off to the side. Turn your toes out and your heels in. You might have to adjust the spacing of your feet depending on your anatomy, but we're going to find our Malasana or a froggy squat. So just sit your hips down, lift your chest. If your heels lift, either bring your feet wider or sit on a block. And then bring your hands to heart center for a moment. Lift your chest a little higher, shoulders back. Inhale. Exhale, fingertips to the mat. Now we're just gonna flow moving in and out of this pose a couple of times. Take it at your own pace. But as you breathe in, lift your hips, turn your toes forward, lower your head. And then as you breathe out, sit back down. Lift your chest. Inhale, lift your hips, toes face forward, lower the head. And exhale, sit back down, lift the chest. Let's do one more time. Inhale, lift the hips, turn the toes forward. And exhale, toes out, heels in, sit it down. Now inhale, lift the hips, turn the toes forward. We'll stay here for a couple breaths and just shift your hips side to side. Toe heel your feet about hip width distance apart. They can be a little bit wider as well if that feels better for you. Take your hands to your ankles, hold on to them, and then just slowly start to walk your hands up your legs until you are standing all the way up. You can roll your shoulders up and back again. Release your hands by your side. Spread your toes. Take a big breath in. Reach your arms up overhead. Exhale, open twist to the right. Left arm reaches forward. Right arm reaches back. Now, if you can see your hips, look down and notice if they twisted to the right with you. Take your right hand to your lower back and push the right hip forward. Right hip forward. There you go. So hips face forward and then upper body twist to the right. Kind of twisting yourself in opposite directions. Now, take your right hand and just drop it to the back of your right thigh. Inhale, standing exalted warrior. Reach the left arm up as you continue to twist and find a little lift up through your chest. If you want, you can take your gaze up towards the ceiling or maybe to your left hand. But pull your right shoulder down as you hold onto your thigh for leverage. One more big breath in here. Exhale, slowly release and fold all the way down to the mat. Hang your head heavy, bend your knees as much as you need. Maybe pedal the knees a couple times. Then one more time, take your hands to your ankles and slowly walk your hands up your legs. Stand all the way up. Press into your feet. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, open twist to the left, right arm forward, left arm back. And again, press the left hip forward. Reach the right fingertips forward more. Then, left hand will just drop to the back of the left thigh. Inhale, standing exalted warrior. Reach the right arm up as you continue to twist to the left side of the room. Little lift up through the chest, just a slight back bend. Maybe you take your gaze up at your right hand, but you don't have to. Twist a little more, breathe in. Exhale, release, soften the knees, fold all the way to the mat. Hang heavy. You can sway or pedal your knees, but whenever you're ready, plant your hands and walk your feet back to your downward facing dog. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, press your heels just a little closer to the mat. Now inhale your right leg high. As you exhale, step your right foot between your hands. If it doesn't make it between your hands, just grab your ankle, wiggle it forward. Shift your weight into your left palm. Inhale, lunge, twist. Reach your right arm high. Gaze up at your hand. And on your exhale, cross your right arm under your left arm. Plant it on the mat. Crawl to the middle of your mat into a wide-legged fold. Turn your toes slightly in towards one another. And then let your head drop. Ooh. Shift more weight forward into the front halves of your feet. Take your hands underneath your shoulders on the mat. Maybe come to the fingertips. And then inhale, find a flat back. Lengthen the crown of your head towards the side wall. As you exhale, fold, keeping your hands where they are. We're just going to do this a couple of times. So inhale, lengthen. Exhale, round and fold. One more time. Inhale, flat back, strong core. Exhale, round and fold. Now this time, inhale, press into your halfway lift. As you exhale, bend your right knee. Turn your right toes to face the top of your mat and crawl to a lunge, framing your foot with your hands. Press into your palms, and then step the right foot back to meet the left, downward facing dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale your left leg high. Exhale, step between your hands for your lunge. Shift weight into your right hand. Inhale, lunge twists, reach the left arm high. Exhale, cross the left arm under the right. Again, crawl to the middle of your mat into one more wide-legged fold. Again, turning your toes just slightly in. Hinge from the hips. Now you can just hang out exactly where you are. If you want to, you can also try grabbing for the outsides of your ankles or interlacing your hands behind your back, bringing your arms overhead. Now take your right hand and plant it underneath your face on the mat. And then take your left hand to your lower back. Take a little twist to the left. Bring a little weight off of your right hand once you find your twist. On an exhale, release, switch it out. So left hand under the face, right hand to the lower back. A little twist to the back wall. And then on an exhale, release. Hands will come underneath the shoulders again. Inhale, find your strong flat back. Lengthen the crown of your head towards the side wall. Exhale, bend the left knee, turn the left toes forward, crawl to a lunge at the top of your mat. Press into your palms. Step the left foot back, downward facing dog. Big breath in. Long breath out. Inhale, reach your right leg high. Exhale, half pigeon on the right, bend the right knee and take it out to the right side of your mat by your wrist. And then slide down to the left knee and tuck the left toes. Try to bring your weight evenly between both legs. I think we lost our music. If you want to fold over your front leg, go for it. There we go. If you folded, slowly start to press back up to your palms. Shift your weight over to your right thigh so that you can kick your left leg to the top of your mat. And then bring your right foot to your inner thigh or calf. Sit up nice and tall. Inhale, reach your fingertips for the ceiling. And then exhale, fold. Grab hold of something. Inhale, start to sit all the way back up. Grab hold of your right leg and just cross your right foot over your left thigh. Take a twist to the right. And then counter twist other direction. Sit up and face forward, uncross your your right foot. Bend both knees, swing your feet over to one side and come to tabletop pose. Tuck your toes and find your downward facing dog. Inhale your left leg high. Exhale, half pigeon left side. Take your time setting yourself up. Maybe folding over your front leg. Start to press back up. We'll shift our weight over to the left now and send the right leg to the top of the mat. Left foot comes to the inner thigh or calf. Inhale, reach up nice and tall. And then exhale, fold. Inhale, sit up. This time, grab your left leg and cross your left foot over your right thigh. And twist to the left. Release and counter twist, other direction. Sit up, uncross your foot, bend both knees, and take your feet out wide. Take your hands behind you on the mat and just slowly windshield wiper your knees. Bring your knees back to center. Bring your hands a little closer just for a moment, and then straighten out your elbows, lift your chest. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Now, if you can maintain the engagement in your chest and shoulders, maybe you walk your hands back a little bit further. On your next breath in, let your head drop all the way back. And then on your next exhale, tuck your chin towards your chest. Take your chin towards your right shoulder. And then towards your left shoulder. Take your gaze back to center, soften your elbows. Maybe shake out your hands, circle your wrists, and make your way onto your back. Once you're on your back, hug your knees in, give yourself a squeeze. Wrap your arms around your shins, rock side to side. Then when you're ready, release your legs, reach through them. Catch the pinky toe edges of your feet and find happy baby. Bring your thighs as wide as you can. Pull your knees down alongside your torso, rock side to side. Release your feet. Draw your knees back together. This time, take your arms out wide. And on an exhale, allow your knees to fall to the right, gaze to the left. If you want a deeper twist, you can cross the left leg over the right leg. Inhale your knees to center. Exhale, take them to the left, gaze to the right. Now inhale, draw your knees back to center. Pull them in and give yourself a final squeeze, a final hug. Pull everything in. Deep breath in. On your exhale, release. Find your final resting posture, your Shavasana. Expand your legs, your arms. If you have something to place over your eyes, that might make you more comfortable. But find your comfortable position. Allow your body to settle. Unclench your jaw. Allow the ground to fully support you. Take a deep breath in through the nose, fill up through your belly, through your chest, through your throat. And then open mouth, exhale. One more, breathe in. Let it go. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Slowly start to come back. Bring some awareness to your body. Wiggle your fingers, your toes. Rock your head side to side. When you're ready, take your arms overhead, come into a full body stretch, and as you breathe in, arch your back, lift your rib cage. And as you breathe out, bend your knees and just roll to one side in a fetal pose using your arm as a pillow. Give yourself a few moments here to fully come back, to acknowledge your practice. And just to notice any little differences you feel in your body compared to when you first stepped into the room. And then with your eyes heavy or closed, press yourself to a comfortable seat. Sit up nice and tall. Bring your hands to heart center. Bow your head down at your heart. Thank yourself for making it to class, for allowing yourself this time out of your day just for you, and thank your body for being strong enough to carry you through it. And then lift your head and bring your thumbs to third eye center, the space between your eyebrows. The light, the teacher, the student in me honors and loves the light, the student, the teacher, and all of you. Thank you so much.